People, deluded. Good morning, I hope you're all well and safe. We're not here to speak about football. A couple of weeks ago, I attended a Kick It Out and Sky Sports joint event hosted at Sky Sports Studios in Osterley. I can never pronounce that. Now, for me, it was a wonderful day. First and foremost, if you don't hit Kick It Out events or go to Kick It Out events and you're aspiring to break into football or media or explore or just take knowledgeable pieces away from these discussions, you need to start going to them. Like, for me, I can't believe it's free. And I'm not just saying that because I attend it. Honestly, if you get out of these things what you put in, and I think even if you try not to get anything out, you will, because you know they do the biggest event they do, which is coming at the Emirates Arsenal Stadium soon, which is everyone. Particularly if you're a woman, they do a lot of events targeted around helping women break into the game, and they do a lot of media days. And I've attended previous days where they've done stuff with agents and stuff. Shout out to USM. But in regards to this particular one with Sky, I can't believe it's a free event because I took away a lot. I was taken aback by the sheer size of Sky Studios, like Soccer AM's in one bit, then they've got all other stuff, and then the bit we walked in, it looked massive outside, but walking in it looks even bigger. I knew Sky was a massive organisation, people, but obviously I could comprehend it's massive, but it's only when you're there and you're seeing people got roles you couldn't even comprehend there was a need for a role. That was even a base they had to cover. It's truly ridiculous. And it was interesting to see how Sky as well, they do the traditional news, but there's a lot of new roles developing, like podcasting, social media, many different roles around that. Traditional roles are also developing. There's scope for journalists, influencers, aspiring pundits, commentators. There's all of that stuff available at Sky, and I'd like to credit Steve Smith, the director of Sky. He was actually a very nice man. I spoke to him. You know, he gave me a lot of words of advice. You wouldn't know he is the director. He was very humble, and that's the case for everybody. You had Bella Starr, Dharma Chef, JD Dyer, people that are, if not journalists or presenters, relatively renowned in their field, giving up their time to speak and talking about their testimonies and how they made it into it, because it's not as easy for them. Dharma Chef, he had a very tough time breaking into it, and there was a point he said, I'm giving myself a year to break into this, and he made it happen by manifesting it. David Jones, someone that, for me, that was the highlight of my day, because he told me he sees potential in me. He said I could, I asked him, could he be a mentor of mine, because he's walked the walk I want to walk. I see myself at 40 odd years of age as him. No disrespect, David. But he was a nice person, man. He opened up on, how he got to it, how he didn't think it would happen, how he didn't think someone from Yorkshire got roles like this. It only happened for London. And now look, he's a nation, his voice is recognised worldwide and nationwide. Even when he was talking, people, I was in awe of him, and it was a bit weird. It's like, I'm used to your voice on the TV. But he was a very nice person. He spoke about how he had to go and get teas and write scripts and stay motivated for years because it didn't happen. But he spoke of the importance of being in the right place. Adversity is something they all spoke about. But back to David Jones, he also spoke about tough times in the media, how, the whole, I don't want to get into it, but the Gary Neville thing, how he could have handled that differently, what he would have done, how he exactly felt. It was truly in all aspects something to take away from people. There was truly opportunities to network. Like JD Dyer, listen, he is someone very, very nice, man. I respect everyone that gave their time up. They all had different diverse routes into it as well. Like, JD was telling us how there was many times people told him he couldn't do it because he doesn't fit the face. He doesn't look like people you typically see on TV. How he went to America and gave himself half a shot, and he put in work. The one thing I got away from it is that it can happen. Yes, these lot are all on TV now and recognisable faces, but they all came from humble beginnings. They all came from adversity. They all had to shut the voice in their head up to tell them the silly reason as to why they couldn't do it. And for me, it was truly an enlightening seminar and talk and things from everyone. I really took something away from every person who spoke, people. Really, everybody had something to say. You could tell everybody genuinely wanted to be there and wasn't just there for the sake of it. Like I said, I can't believe it's free, people, and I'd have to give a big shout out to Kick It Out and everybody connected with Kick It Out, Troy Townsend and the rest of them, because it's a fantastic event. Like I said, I can't believe these things are free, and typically in life you get what you pay for. And listen, if you had to pay for this, I would pay for it because it was fully worth it. Like I said, man, I've been to 2 events hosted by Kick It Out this year, the Media Day and also the Sky Sports Day. And I've taken something away from both of them, people, and I've really made the most of it. And I've left with more knowledge, or a bit more strategic in my approach to breaking down barriers, or just more self-belief. And like I said, people, it's testament to Kick It Out, testament to Sky for opening their doors as well, and things like that. If you're not already involved in the Kick It Out stuff and you're not already going, head to their website and just keep an eye, because they've always got little workshops. If not workshops, schemes. If not schemes, they can refer you to other schemes going on. They do a good job of keeping everybody in the loop with potential opportunities, in particular young people like myself, or from disadvantaged backgrounds who, you know, you can't phone your mum or your uncle and get you a work experience place somewhere. I'm not saying they can do that for you. I'm just saying it's better than nothing. And if you're in the right place, which they are, I think things can happen for you. It's really refreshing, really refreshing. Sometimes you go to events and it's just a lot of feel good, do nothing stuff. But this, you really were filled with confidence that you could do it. You were filled with practical steps. And there was somebody in all different, many different vocations or industries you could have spoken to and picked their brains and walked away with something. Truly was a fantastic event, and I can't wait for the next one. But on that note, people, thank you for listening. I'm going to get out of here.